Hey YouTubies, how's it going? I'm freezing my booty off for you guys. Just saying. It's 38 degrees right now out here. And I'm freezing my booty off. Mom and Dad are home right now, so they got the TV blaring, so I can't really do anything inside. Anthony's asleep in the bedroom, so I can't really do anything there. So sorry if I'm a mess. I'm just rolling with it right now. Ooh, I don't get this video done. I had a couple videos done earlier today. Like a ding dong, I accidentally deleted them off of the phone. They were already sent over to my Google Photos, but now for some reason I can't get the stupid things downloaded back from my Google Photos back to the phone. So, and it was an update to let you guys know what's going on. I done a... My brain's froze, I can't think. I did a grocery haul after we came back from the store. There was another one I did too, but I can't think of what it was because I'm so old. I don't remember. Anyway, long story short, 11 days, on the 11th day that Anthony was in the hospital, we broke free, you might say. They were going to refuse to let Anthony leave. And Anthony's like, whether you like it or not, I'm leaving. He goes, well, you have to pay for it. Your insurance won't cover it. He goes, like he told him, I don't care. I'm leaving now. So they got the paperwork for him and got it where he could actually be released. So that we didn't actually have to pay out of pocket like we thought we were going to. He was mad. The man is, I feel bad for him. He has been put through the ringer ever since he had this heart surgery. On the 27th, he had a quadruple bypass. It was supposed to have been a triple bypass, but come to find out it was a quadruple bypass. That was okay. But then when he came out of surgery, he came out of anesthesia good. He didn't come out fighting. He didn't try to fight to get that ventilator out of his throat. Pardon me, I can't talk. I'm like, my teeth want to chatter. But he didn't fight trying to get that ventilator out of his throat and everything. I guess like a lot of people do. I don't know. I'm going by what the nurses told me. They was actually complimenting him profusely because of how calmly he came out of anesthesia and didn't try to rip that tube out. So from that, I was thinking that, yay, things are going really good. He looked good. He responded to all their commands. You know, give me a thumbs up. This is when he still had a ventilator in his throat. Give me a thumbs up. Look at your toes. You know, all this kind of stuff. Did good. It was the next day when things started going downhill. And oh boy, did they. They had him on morphine, and I'm not sure what other medications for pain for his chest. It's understandable. I could get that because he was going to be in a lot of pain, and needed to kind of curb that. But they also put him on stool softeners, which I understood that because the morphine and I guess a couple other medications he was on caused constipation. Oh. Sorry, I'm shivering. But it's hard to concentrate when you're shivering. Sorry if I'm stumbling on my words. Okay, they put him on stool softener. Well, from that point on, he had diarrhea. Bad diarrhea. And he hadn't even, from like 2 days before his surgery, he hadn't had anything to eat. He purposely, because he has, ever since he'd been on metformin a couple years ago, and I don't know if that's what has messed up his innards or what the deal is, but from time to time, he does have issues with diarrhea. Hope I'm not getting too graphic for people. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to lay it out here and tell you the truth of what happened and everything. But anyway, so yeah, before he had the surgery, he had these issues from time to time, but it slowed way down from when he had metformin. I'm glad he's off of that because it was horrible. I don't wish that medication on anybody. Some people I know, they have great results with it, but he didn't. But anyway, so yeah, they put him on stool softeners. He had all kinds of issues. He was in ICU for 5 days. I've heard that most people are in ICU for only 2 days. He was in ICU for 5 days. And even down there, they left him for long periods of time, laying in his poo, and didn't come in quickly enough to clean him up. And then also, he wasn't able to roll over very well because they have crappy beds. It's like, how do you say it? Almost like, I don't know if it's called this actually, but it's what me and my parents call it, an eggshell mattress that is covered with a plastic covering. And then you put your sheets, your fitted sheet on, and then your sheet and your blanket, yada, yada. Well, I looked out in the woods. I thought I seen deer eyeballs for a second there, and it's like, nope, that's one of Dad's bowling balls looking back at me. I'll explain all that in a little bit. But, so because of the crappy mattress, he wasn't able to roll over on his sides, and they didn't help him roll over on his sides. He was just laying on his back the whole 5 days in ICU. Most of the time in his poo. Well, on the evening of the 5th day, he got moved upstairs to the cardiac ward. And again, same damn routine. Pardon my French. Oh, this makes me so angry. I could punch a wall if it'd do any good. The things they put him through. Both down in the ICU and up on the cardiac ward. Half the time they would come up, sometimes in twos, to help clean him up. But they would either leave him half naked or all the way naked. Well, they just stood over him and talked, gagged, while halfways cleaning him up. So, because of all this, he has massive bed sores. I have never heard of anybody coming out of a hospital, particularly after having a heart surgery, with bed sores. Maybe it's common and I just have not heard of it. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm just speaking for what we experienced. The only times I have ever heard of people having bed sores, it was if they were in crappy nursing homes and didn't get rolled over in the nursing home. Not in a hospital. So now, his chest where he had the surgery, it doesn't hurt so much. It's his booty that is hurting. And that's what they actually sent him home with was, I don't know if it was oxycodone or one of the other strong pain meds. I can't remember what the name of it is for sure. But one of those types of medications for his booty for pain. So if things goes planned either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm taking him to the, I was going to say the hospital. I'm going back to the hospital if I can keep from it. I'm taking him to our family doctor to have her look at things and document of everything that's going on, and from there we're getting a lawyer if possible, because it's that bad. I worry about him getting infection, And he's been super cranky, which is understandable because he's in massive amounts of pain because of his duty. But at least now that he's home, he's able to roll over. Our bed, see, I'm 5'5", and our bed is about up to my waist. So it's pretty high. It's probably about a foot to foot and a half taller than most everybody's beds because we put it up on cinder blocks. Oh, hey, see, wait, no. Might be, excuse me, I take that back. It might be 2 feet above, higher than what most people's beds are because we put them up on cinder blocks because it's easier for him to get in and out of bed. I struggle getting in bed. I almost need a ladder to get up in bed myself, but at least it makes it easier for him to get in. That's how we've had the last 7 years, I think, way before the surgery. But I'm thankful I thought about taking this, at least one of the center blocks from each bed leg out before a surgery. I'm glad I didn't, because of it being two cinder blocks high, or higher than what it normally would be, it's easier for him to get in and out of bed. And because of him being in our bed now, he can roll over on his sides and hopefully, off his booty, and hopefully get that healed up in time. I feel bad for him. This is not, nobody should have to go through that. It's bad enough to have to go to the hospital and having, heart surgery, but to come out like that. So yeah, while in the hospital, he had multiple physical therapists come in when he's up on the cardiac floor. Okay, I take that back. When he was actually down in the ICU, they'd only gotten him up 3 times the whole time he was in there. The way we were in depression before he had surgery, when he went in for his anesthesia testing and what all the pre-surgery stuff that they do. We were in depression because the way the lady talked, after he woke up from surgery, from then on, they would be coming in every couple of hours to get him up, even just a few steps. They didn't do that. They did it 3 times in the 5 days he was down in ICU. They tried to get him up a 4th time, but he was dizzy. That was when he first woke up. And from there, they just left him laying in bed on his back, and most of the time in his poo. Same thing pretty much happened when he was up on the cardiac floor. Occasionally, some of the physical therapists would come up and try to help him get up. And usually they were in 2s. I guess, I don't know if they always come in 2s or just because he was a big guy, or I don't know on that part. But they came in 2s, and they'd pull on him to get him up, which you're not supposed to do with heart surgery patients. And from there, one lady would be on one side of him, one lady would be on the other, and they do this push and pull thing with him each time that they got him up. And it almost knocked him off his balance. He has balance issues anyways. He's had balance issues for years and years, way before the surgery. So they'd get him up, but they'd almost knock him off his balance and cause him to fall. I'd hate to have seen what it would have been like if they actually caused him to fall. I was irate as it was. But, and they were bullying him about it and everything too. Like, but, so after a couple days of them coming in and doing that crap, pulling him to get him up, and then doing the push and pull on him, he finally just flat out refused to even get up for them. He'd get up with my help because I wouldn't pull him. Him and I would work together like we always do, and I'd let him tell me when he was ready. We do it 1, 2, 3, and I wouldn't pull him. I would hang onto his hand and hang onto his arm back here and help guide him and steady him as he got stood up on his own. From there, I'd back away a little bit to give him space so he wouldn't get tripped up or anything. But I'd be close enough if he had any issues and needed help. that helped more than anything, and he was able to get from the bed to the bathroom. But just the whole thing was a nightmare. And then them arguing with him about, because he wanted to go home. See, I guess the reason they wanted to argue with him about going home is, let me back up just a little bit again. Sorry, I keep going back and forth with the story. I don't mean to. My mind is like jumbled right now, like big time. When he had his pre-surgery testing, the lady told us that after his surgery and after he got released, he would probably come home and do physical therapy here in town. And that was okay. We was okay with that because that's only like 2 or 3 miles from home. No big deal. He could do that on the off days of his dialysis. So that was no big deal. But after his surgery, that plan changed. They originally wanted to send him here in town to a facility for physical therapy. I'm guessing it was like a nursing home or something like that, where he could get physical therapy to get, build up some strength. But they didn't have access to where he could have his dialysis 3 days a week like he does. So that was out. So then they changed things. They were wanting him to do, it was rehab. They wanted him to go to a place here in town to have rehab is what it was. That's what they called it. So since that was out, they decided they wanted him to do rehab there in the hospital and to go to this from the 4th floor to the 2nd floor to have rehab so he could still have his dialysis. But insurance didn't want to pay for it. And we waited for 4 days to try to get a confirmation from the hospital of whether the insurance was going to approve it or disapprove it. The lady came up, when they initially disapproved it, the one lady, I don't know what she was called, I don't know what her job title was, but anyway, she came up and got Anthony's approval to how you say advocate for him to the insurance company that he needs this rehab. But from there we hadn't heard anything. It had been 4 days and all they were doing still was leaving him in his poo, leaving him on his back, doing nothing. The only time he was up and down was when I helped him get up and down. So he flat let them know that he was not going to do any more physical therapy with them because they were making it dangerous for him. Of course, they didn't believe that. Of course. I'll behave. I'm not going to say the word that I wanted to say, what they are. You can use your imagination on that one. But they really wanted to have a fit when he stated that he wanted to come home. He wanted to be released. They fought him on that. And he fought them right back. And I didn't blame him one bit. Because I seen what he'd been through. And I couldn't see everything of what his booty looked like when we were in the hospital because that crappy bed, he couldn't get rolled over where I could see anything very well. But boy, when he got home, oh my God. I've never seen anybody's bum look like that. I've never even seen a baby's bottom look that bad. If he gets an infection, right now I really wish I had a punching bag out here that I just wail on. Because this has been super. Damn it! Told myself I wouldn't cry. I'm sorry. Just this has been extremely stressful on me as well as him. Because Nothing went as planned while in the hospital, and then now that he's home, which I don't mind taking care of him. I'm not saying that. I don't mind doing the little things to take care of him and playing nurse. That doesn't bother me. It's just the fact that there's so much I've got to do, so much little things. The up and down, up and down, up and down to help him with this and that and the other. And I'm exhausted. And I swear, if I didn't know any better, I always say I have chronic fatigue. If I didn't know better, I still, to this day, wonder if I have fibromyalgia. I think that's what you say. I always mispronounce that word, so I hope I pronounced it right. Because of how I've been feeling with everything going on. And just like pure utter crap. I can never get a actual confirmation of what my health issues are. I can never seem to get tested for anything to find out if I have fibro or what it is. So I just use the blanket term chronic fatigue. But I swear I wonder, because the way I've been feeling, even more so lately because I have to take care of him with everything. So it's been really hard when you have your own limitations as well to take care of somebody that you care about. He's supposed to start having a home health nurse come in, but we'll see if that actually happens. So, anywho, I think I'm done. I did not mean to start bawling on you guys. I don't mean to. It's so stressful. But other than his booty, overall he's actually doing pretty good. He's starting to get a little bit of appetite back, which is good. It's just mostly his booty that is the issue. So, and it's causing him so much pain that he's actually taken whatever those pills are. I don't know if it's oxycodone or if it's tramadol or what it is. But, he's at times taking up to 2 because he's in so much pain. Where I don't know if you're actually supposed to. It says 1 on the bottle, but he's a big guy, and even when he takes Tylenol, sometimes he has to take more of the Tylenol or anything like that he has to take more of for the pain pills to even touch his levels of pain. And he has a high tolerance of pain. Oh my God. If I had his amount of pain he goes through, I'd be a bawling mess. I kid you not. Even worse than what I am now. So, tonight when we went to the store, which I did a grocery haul. If I could get the dang thing to download back onto my phone. But the one thing I bought for myself tonight as a little treat to help calm myself was I bought a little package that has 3, what do you call it, body sprays in it. What caught my eye was the purple package and also the bottle of purple body spray called Twilight Moon or something like that. Twilight something. So I sprayed that on myself while ago. Oh my God. It smells so good. And that has actually helped me be a little bit relaxed because it just smells so good. So that was my treat to myself. So, anywho, I'm going to get ready to scoot. Thank you, any of you that have, how do you say it? Oh, I just brain farted. I can't even think. Send us positive prayers and positive thoughts and all that kind of stuff. We need it. I'm hoping to get back to doing better here soon. He still has the dang breathing issue. He can still barely walk, like maybe even 5 feet, and still getting winded and almost passing out. So I don't know what that issue is that. I thought sure the heart surgery would help take care of that. But as of yet, it's not. So I'm hoping that once he gets some strength built up more than what he has, he's been getting some strength. He's been doing a little bit of walking here and there when he can. So I'm hoping that once he gets some strength, excuse me, chocolate milk hiccups are not as good the second time around. I actually broke down and I bought some Highlands chocolate milk. I haven't bought that maybe since I broke my habit. I only buy it maybe once every other month. The only reason I bought it tonight was because being so stressed is like, I need some comfort food. I need some comfort drink. Your girl here needs some comforting. Damn it. Sorry. Language. I'm stressed. Calm down, Vicky. I'm not crazy. I'm just... my nerves are shot. Okay? So yeah, I'm hoping that once he gets some more strength built up, that will change. We shall see. I'm curious of what the doctor's going to say when we get to see her, our family doctor. And then I'm curious what the lawyer's going to say once we get to talk to them. Because they ain't getting by with this. This is, pardon my French, but BS. So, anywho, I'm going to catch you guys again later. I think I already said my little spiel if you're new here, yada, yada, yada. So, I'm going to scoot. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, I don't think I can show it on here, but I did it in a previous video, which I can't get downloaded from my Google Photos yet. I got a new tripod that actually has lights on the top and the bottom. So hopefully that has helped with a little bit of my lighting issues. I got another one too, a different tripod that's it's not a gun, but it looks like the shape of a gun where you can actually hold it. So I'm going to use that when we go to the store. So, anyway, I'll try to show you those in a different video when I'm not so cold, or when I can do the video inside. So, when it's warmer. All right, night-night. Bye-bye. One last thing. I'm back in the house now. I was like, oh my gosh, it feels so good to be warm. Getting warm again. Heat feels so good. Normally I complain about the heat in the house because of my parents, but right now it feels pretty darn good. So, night-night.